understand your scale probably pretty well, right? So if there's a potential, so like those Florida projects where I showed you where like, oh, half of this was actually on some other property, we kind of had a pretty good idea that that was going to happen before we actually went. So we chose a technique, aerial LiDAR in this case, that would allow us to see things at a wider scale, okay? It's pretty common to, have to change things up a little bit when you're there in the field, but hopefully you've got sort of, because you do have this suite of techniques that you use, you're kind of able to slide between those. When you're doing projects, rule of thumb too is, you always go outside your boundary or have the ability to go outside your boundary in some way, shape, or form, because a lot of times, like Bob was saying, there's going to be impacts from things around a site, whether it's development or view sheds or a community is located around it. So you have to be able to see some of those things as well. And the one tool, remember we talked about when we said landscapes, what was the one kind of platform for showcasing things that really allows us to look at stuff like that? It's a software platform, GIS. Exactly. So a lot of times we do like a GIS analysis before we'd ever go in the field to be able to assess all of these things.
Sometimes you also don't know what you have and who it's kind of useful for. Since we get large landscapes with our mid-range scanner, we had someone from biology interested in trees that we normally clip out for our purposes. It's useful for them.
You want those?
Yeah.
Give you some trees.
We got a lot of trees.
So, sometimes the data you have has other usefulness to it. So, yeah, that's a good point.